Alright, what's up, guys? It's Bryce, Nick, and Romeo's here with us. He's back after he went on his hiatus.
Oh, yeah. Making that money.
So, welcome back to BNN Primetime Sports Podcast.
What's up, guys?
Some stuff went down, not really anything super major. We're glad Romeo's back because we want to talk about that McGregor-Mayweather press conferences that have been happening because it's hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
These hype conferences that I don't even think need to happen, but it's making this 10 times more entertaining before the fight.
They're kind of pointless.
I don't think this needs any more hype at all. But, I mean...
They're hilarious.
They are hilarious.
McGregor wearing a fuck you
that was
suit.
Hilarious. Like...
The stitch... Oh, that was hilarious.
The pinstripes.
Yeah.
It's just like... Come on.
I mean,
he was tweeting about it. He tweeted a picture of himself again.
And when he was on the podium, he's like, if you zoom in on the pinstripes.
Yeah. He has to make it known.
Oh, he does. He's an asshole, but
dude,
I love it.
He was slaying Mayweather.
Yeah. Mayweather, it seems like his strong suit isn't trash talking. He's definitely not a Muhammad Ali. He's definitely not the kind of boxer who's going to get under your skin. He's just going to go in and fight.
And kick your ass.
Yeah.
There's no way.
His war.
There's no way that McGregor has not gotten under his skin. Like,
I think from the clips that I saw, he looked visibly shaken.
He looks pretty. He looks very pissed when McGregor was talking about the fact that he can't read very well.
Yeah, I mean there were some when he said dance boy or something like that.
Yeah.
There were some things that like kind of leaned into like racial.
Yeah.
I don't know if McGregor meant it that way or he's just like trash talking. I mean, I don't know.
I think he went both ways.
I think it might have been a little bit racist.
I think he was just trying to get him pissed off.
But I don't know. I don't think that's particularly cool. No. I mean, like, call him out all you want, but I don't think you should bring race into it.
No, you shouldn't.
I don't know if Ireland is a particularly racist country or if it's just one person. I don't know. I don't think you should bring race into it.
No, I think you guys are digging a little too deep into that. I think he's just trying to get him pissed off before the fight. Get him out of his groove.
Yeah, that's possible.
No, I'm not saying he was like being racist, actual like hate crimes.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually...
I think he was using a racial comment just to get under his skin.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't. He's not really racist.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know him personally, but
I don't know.
I don't think he is.
But
I mean, he's never showed any hint of racism in his entire career. So why would he start now? I don't think he is.
I just think he's trying to get under his skin because I mean that's what he's best known for.
Yeah, I think so too.
But my favorite thing from McGregor had to been when Mayweather was up there on stage with his tracksuit on.
Oh yeah.
He walks up there. He's like, he don't even have money for a suit anymore. He has to wear a tracksuit up here.
It's I bet Mayweather is like crap because the IRS chose now to say his taxes aren't right or something like that.
He hasn't paid his taxes for 2015.
He posted a picture and say of a form and he said, I paid taxes. I paid $26 million in taxes. How much more does Uncle Sam want? Something along those lines. I don't know if that's true or not. You know, he has all kinds of money. I heard that he was asking for like more time until after the Mayweather-McGregor fight.
That's what I saw too.
I don't know if that's true. I mean,
he pulled out a check. Didn't he? It was like $100
He pulled
million,
out a check.
and McGregor said,
out of the book bag, this is $5,000.
No, he pulled out the check with like $100 million, and he was talking about how much money he had, and then McGregor said, "Well, why don't you pay your taxes then?" And it's looking kind of shady on Mayweather's part.
Absolutely. I mean, he dresses in like the finest clothes. He wears watches, jewelry, drives like $1 million cars. You know, I don't know.
I was watching a vlog on YouTube, and the guy was he's at a NBA Summer League game, and Mayweather was there with his son.
Oh yeah.
And the guy was like, he was talking to Mayweather. It was cool. And his son was a fan of his. Yeah. And his son was like iced out, wearing like.
Oh sure.
Because he didn't say no unless you knew who his son was. He was just recording with his kid, and he was like, "Come on, say why we're all iced out, man." And he was like, "I'm Floyd's son." Like, I was like, "Oh, jeez."
That's annoying.
A little bit.
They released the price. It's gonna be $99.99 for HD and then $89.99 for
that's ridiculous.
Standard definition. I think that's the same as the Pacquiao fight. I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
I think so. I'm not too sure. I
don't
thought the
care.
Pacquiao fight was.
I personally don't care. I'm not gonna pay to watch it.
No.
I will probably just hijack it at somebody's house.
Yeah.
Show up, sneak in.
Hey.
Yeah. I'll be in college, so I'll find somebody.
Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of people.
Though it's gonna be in the first week of school. Somebody's gonna have something going on.
Well, the thing is, even if you aren't a combat sports fan, everybody knows who Conor McGregor is. Everybody knows who Floyd Mayweather is. So it's kind of like this is the ultimate bandwagon fight. This is going to be the fight that maybe gets people interested. I mean, hopefully this opens up the doors for boxing and MMA because MMA is in its infancy. So, it has a pretty good fan base, but, nothing near boxing.
Yeah.
And boxing has kind of taken a dive recently. Died out, unfortunately. I think they're historic. I mean, it's primal. Everybody wants to see violence, even back to the Colosseum in Rome. I mean, it's just, for some reason, humans like seeing violence. I mean, it's fun to bet. It's fun to place wagers. It's fun to say, I want to see this guy beat this guy up.
This fight is really comparable to this year's NBA Finals.
Absolutely.
The two biggest names in basketball were
Yeah.
Durant, or you can argue Curry, but Durant's second best player.
Third best.
Whatever. LeBron and KD, two of the top three best players in the world in basketball.
Yeah.
And that's why this year's finals were so huge.
Yeah.
Pretty much every year, though, is like the most watched finals. Like, it keeps going up.
Yeah.
It has for like the last 3 years in a row.
Well, last 3 years because you're taking, two super teams going back to back to back.
Yeah.
And it's going to go back to back to back.
It wasn't a
to
super
back.
team the first year.
Who?
Cleveland?
They were a super team before they got there.
What?
LeBron, K-Love, Kyrie.
K-Love wasn't even an all-star.
K-Love was transitioning into playing with the Cavs.
They weren't even
K-Love-
there. They weren't even there in the finals.
Before.
Okay, so you're telling me Delly, LeBron, JR, Shump, Mozgov, Tristan Thompson, that's a super team?
No, but they still.
That's what you just said.
They still had
That's what
Kyrie.
you just
They
said.
still had Kyrie for game 1,
Okay,
and they had Kevin
One of
Love up
6.
to round 2. First round.
only first round.
You still had 2 of the top 20 players in the league at the time.
Kyrie sat out like half of the second round against. No, it was the third. It was the East Finals. He sat out like half the series against Atlanta. He was hurt. JR was suspended for the first 2 games of the second round. He punched a guy in the face. He punched Jay Crowder right in the face. He turned around and went boom.
JR?
Yeah.
That was the first round.
There's a lot of conspiracy whether he did that to back up Kevin Love because Kelly Olynyk.
Oh, you know,
pulled his arm
I
out of the
heard
socket.
I heard that.
And then they're down in the paint, and then all of a sudden he goes, boom, punch him right in the side of the face.
Oh, Jesus.
Kendrick Perkins punched him in the face too.
I couldn't
But-
imagine.
The Cavs were They weren't a super team when they got to the finals, but they were a super team.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Whatever. They're just a good team.
If you still don't say Kyrie, LeBron, and Kevin Love aren't a super team,
I say they are now.
they were 2 years ago too when they first started.
No. No, sir.
Yeah, they were.
No, sir.
How so? Please explain how they weren't a super team.
Yeah, it was shitty. Kevin Love played his first year in Cleveland.
Kevin Love was transitioning. Kevin Love was a 25-15 player before that.
Before that, he wasn't that year.
As a number 1 option, he was a
So
25-15
are you telling me?
player.
Are you telling me right now if I drop a 52, 53-year-old Jordan, a 53, 54-year-old Scottie Pippen, and then take like 70-year-old Kareem and put them on a team right now, they're a super team because
No.
in the 80s they were the best shit in the world?
That's 30 years ago.
Well,
That's not last
was
year.
2 years ago.
That's not last year.
It's
Literally,
the same thing.
Literally, the year
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
How
is.
it's not? How is it?
Okay, well here. I'm literally saying exactly what you're saying. You said, oh, he was in Minnesota, he was an all-star. So that
Because
makes
he was
him
the
a-
number 1 option in Minnesota.
Okay.
He went from being the number 1 to the number 3 option. So he has to transition.
Yeah, but he wasn't transitioned. So
He didn't
wasn't-
because- he
wasn't-
didn't because-
so he wasn't playing at his 100% pace. He wasn't playing at his full level.
Because you
so
have
he
a
was
ball
not
dominant
the-
Kyrie Irving, and he's transitioning to fit with LeBron.
What about the second year when Kyrie missed half of the season? Were they still a super team that whole season?
Yeah, they were. Did they not end up with the number 1 seed in the East? Did they not end up winning the entire thing? Didn't Kevin Love switch his role on that team so they won a championship? Kevin
not
Love is a
arguing-
very
I'm
underrated
not-
player on that team.
I'm not arguing that, but I'm saying the first year LeBron came back, what was their record at All-Star break?
All-Star break? I don't remember. It was they were barely above 500, I believe.
They were 20-21, I think. or 21-20. That's terrible. You know what they changed after All-Star break? Mozgov, Shump, and JR. Now they're the super team. So you're saying they're a super team because of those three?
For the most part, yeah.
So then why is Kevin Love even in your mouth right now? Kevin Love was there from October to February. After February, JR, Shump,
did I not just say they were
the best team in the league?
Did I not just say before that they were still a super team?
How do you figure that though?
Because
they were barely 500.
It takes time to transition.
I get
LeBron's
that.
first year in Miami, they lost the finals.
So you're saying that they transitioned over how long was All-Star break? A week?
Yeah.
Because they got Shump, JR, and Mozgov.
Yeah, that might have helped the transition, but Kevin Love still.
Okay, I'm done talking. Moving on.
You don't want to get roasted right now.
I'm not getting roasted. You're just an idiot.
How so?
Lonzo Ball dropped 36, 11, 8, and 5 steals last night, Summer League. It's pretty funny. He didn't wear the big baller shoes.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't think it has anything to do with that. I mean, I think he just wore them because, I don't know, maybe he doesn't like the way those shoes fit. I don't know.
They're his shoes.
I don't know. LeBron's been caught at practice wearing Kobe's.
I guess.
I mean, you wear whatever you want to wear, but
I don't know.
I feel kind of bad if he's tied down to Big Baller Brand. Because Big Baller Brand didn't make Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball made Big Baller Brand.
Lonzo didn't make Big Baller Brand.
I mean,
Big Ball. LeVar's trying to make Big Baller Brand. It's not working.
If Lonzo wasn't a lottery pick and wasn't a top recruit in college, no one would give two shits about Big Baller Brand. And if Melo wasn't who Melo was and Jello wasn't who he was, it wouldn't. That'd be like you starting a brand right now.
Honestly, half the world doesn't know who LiAngelo is.
I think he's got some recognition. He had like 5 70-point games in high school.
Very little.
Yeah, but I
don't think he's not recognized because of how good he is. I think he's not recognized because everyone's looking at Lonzo and the Melo dropped 92. So everyone's like,
nobody looks at him because he's not a loudmouth like his brothers.
I like Jello Ball.
I think he probably.
What's his name?
LiAngelo.
Oh, so everybody calls him Jello.
I call him LiAngelo.
Yeah, you just call him LiAngelo.
Whatever.
But
I'll butcher the name at some point because I'll be talking too fast. I'm like Michelangelo.
Michelangelo.
The Ninja Turtles.
But I think
Ninja Turtle Ball.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be a one and done in UCLA for sure.
We'll see what happens.
I think he should have went to a 4-year college, more program school. But
we'll see what happens.
We'll see. LaMelo, I think, is gonna be the worst one out of the 3, though.
Really?
For sure.
We'll see what happens. He's not. I don't like the way he plays right now.
Way too big headed. I mean, you have to be in the NBA, but he is.
He's good though. There's no doubt he's good.
He's not bad. I can't say he's better than me, but I don't see him being an NBA talent.
We shall see. Because he's only 15.
Yeah.
15?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's a junior. He's going to be a junior.
Mm-hmm.
So then he's probably like 17.
No, he's 15. He skipped a grade.
How did he skip a grade?
He did skip a grade. I forgot about that.
His parents let him skip a grade so he could play 1 year of high school basketball with both of his older brothers.
Well, geez, I wish my parents let me
Which
skip a grade.
was a good decision on their part because they went undefeated and won the state title.
How do their parents decide?
You're allowed to do that, I think. I think it's like up to this. Like if the school can say no, man, like he's dumb, like keep him back. But from what I understand, all the Ball brothers are like straight A students and stuff.
But I mean, how straight A are they?
I'm not getting that deep into it. I don't go to school with them.
Because I mean, I'm not saying anything about their intelligence. I've never met them. They could be geniuses, but history shows that typically, if the school is a sports entity, it kind of favors the athletes a little bit, even if they might not deserve it all the time.
Yeah,
I'm not saying this is the case for the Ball brothers. I mean, again, I've never met them. I'm not going to cast any judgment on somebody I've never had contact with.
Honestly, if I'm LaMelo, I'm loving life right now. I feel they had a meet and greet because Vegas is where all the summer league stuff is going on. Yeah, all the big summer league games are in Vegas. This is funny too. They had a meet and greet, a Ball family like autograph signing at a Urban Necessities or whatever it's called, clothing store.
Urban Outfitters.
It was like Urban Necessities or something. I think they might be the same. I don't know.
American Outfitters?
No, you're thinking American Eagle Outfitters.
American Apparel. I don't know.
That shut down.
It did?
American Apparel is getting shut
I don't know.
down.
I never shopped there.
Me neither. But meet and greets, WWE appearance.
I mean,
LiAngelo wasn't even at the meet and greet because he's busy with UCLA stuff.
Yeah,
I've been seeing on his Instagram all the
crazy.
time. He's been in.
that.
I wonder why he's number 15.
I don't understand how the dad has so much like power just because his kids are good.
It's crazy.
He's a head case, and
if you get somebody talking, news is gonna be drawn to them. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at our past election.
That's true. It's just crazy how like a crazy person.
If you're just involved with someone that's big in the world, you're gonna be involved. Like when everyone was like flipping shit on LeBron's mom because she slept with LeBron's teammate. If it was like, if LeBron would have walked in on her sleeping with like some random guy, it would not have made news. But since it was a teammate of LeBron's,
well, still it's wrong. I don't think you should have done that.
Well, I mean, she's a single woman. Let her do what she wants to do. I mean, sleeping with his teammate wasn't a smart idea. Especially because, no offense to Delonte West, he's a little bit of a head case as well.
He looks kind of creepy too, isn't he? Like all weird looking and stuff.
Skinny, little afro. A lot of LeBron's teammates have been head cases, though. Not like head cases, but just different. Like Boobie Gibson, he quit basketball to become a rapper.
Oh, I heard about that.
But do what you want to do to be happy. I don't judge one bit on that.
I mean, I'm sure he's probably set for life. I'm sure he doesn't care.
Maybe depends if he blows.
I mean, he might have.
Most athletes don't hold their money very long afterwards.
I believe it's 2 years in the NFL. Like the average player goes broke after 2 years, and then in the NBA, the average player goes broke after 5 years.
Yeah.
Which is horrible. I mean, like, you make so much money. I just don't understand it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how they... A lot of it's probably to blame from a lot of these NBA players were poor, dirt poor kids in the projects.
Yeah.
That were just lucky and got brought up. Not saying lucky like they shouldn't have got it, but they were just genetically blessed.
That's true.
Fundamentally blessed and just put in the time in basketball and they made it. So like, man, I love it. They don't want to go back to being that.
And they
like
live beyond their means.
LeBron has never done that. LeBron lives beyond his means, but LeBron is set for life. Like, LeBron's very smart with his money.
With living beyond their means, I mean, like, they have $1 million, but they spend $3 million. Mm-hmm. So they don't really have anything to back it up. And a lot of times they don't realize that they have to pay taxes. So they spend all their money and then, tax season comes along and they're like, oh, crap, you mean I have to pay taxes on all this stuff?
I think, were you the one that said that they look like they're filthy rich because they have all these expensive cars and stuff, but they're still living paycheck to paycheck because of, that was a good point.
They, you figure paycheck to paycheck means that you're dirt poor, but they live paycheck to paycheck, even though each paycheck is $60 million. I mean, they're still spending so much that the minute they lose that income, it's all falling out from underneath them.
That is one thing when I met Joe Thomas, the tackle for the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, it was so cool because he was like, I've been to meet and greets where like I met Paul Warfield. You know who that is? He played for the Browns years ago.
Oh yeah,
champion, NFL champion with the Dolphins. He was wearing just a nice suit, his Super Bowl ring. Yeah, like he was suited up. When I met Joe Thomas, he was wearing jeans, a freaking Gander Mountain Polo, and Converse. When I met Deli, he was wearing sweatpants and a Believeland shirt. So like you could kind of get a vibe of who's. Yeah. I follow Deli on like every bit of social media he can, and the most that I can get from him is spending money is just taking his wife on vacation or honeymoon because they literally just got married like a week ago.
That's cool. That's really cool.
He seems like a really humble dude.
Where did he go?
He was St. Mary's College out in California.
No, but I mean after the Cavs.
Oh, he's in Milwaukee right now.
He's Australian.
Yeah, I knew that.
Rugby freak.
He is?
Yeah, that's what his main sport was growing up, and he switched to basketball.
How tall is he? Like 6'4"? Mm-hmm.
Melo. There's been a lot of trade talk on him, even more lately about him going to Houston. Yeah, as it being almost a done deal.
I just saw that it was getting serious talks. It was 4 teams.
A 14 deal, yeah, I saw that.
And no players in their named other than Melo.
So he's not coming to Cleveland.
No,
probably not.
Probably not.
If it's through trade, he's not coming to Cleveland. If he comes to Cleveland through trade, I will quit being a Cavs fan right on the spot.
How about if he gets traded to Cleveland?
I will quit being a Cavs fan.
Why?
I promise you, I will quit being a Cavs fan.
Why do you say
If
that?
it comes through trade, I will quit being a Cavs fan.
Because it wouldn't make any sense. They'd have to do something really kind of stupid.
They'd have to do something really. It's either Kevin Love or a mixture of pieces off the bench that they don't have.
Yeah.
I don't want them to get rid of Kevin Love.
No, I mean,
Kevin Love.
He's like Bryce said, he is underrated. He's very underrated.
He's a very underrated player.
I agree.
If you take,
it's easy to be underrated when you play with LeBron, though.
actually, that's the complete opposite. It's playing with LeBron can actually get you overhyped a little bit.
I agree.
Because LeBron is arguably a top 3 passer in the league right now.
First.
I think he's second.
Whatever.
I'll say top 3 passer, top 2.
Best passer in the league.
But he sets up people for a lot of opportunities, and he knows the game so well, and he can play every position that he gives everybody around him so many more opportunities.
Yeah,
he makes everybody better.
He builds up the team and he makes the team better.
Yeah,
But
he's done that since he was 19.
But what makes Kevin Love underrated is playing with Kyrie. Him and Kyrie just don't mesh well together. That's just how it is.
At the same time,
Do you think it's because they don't like each other?
No,
their
no.
play styles don't work.
It's just how they play don't
Gotcha.
fit together. It's been shown when LeBron sits out and when Kevin Love and Kyrie are in, they're negative players.
So their play styles just don't mix.
They just don't work out too well.
Gotcha.
And that's not against one of the. They just don't fit well together.
Kevin Love, realistically, he'll play his best basketball on a really bad team. He's really good at leading the team. Like, when he was in Minnesota for like 7 years, they never made the playoffs.
Yeah.
But he was an absolute monster. When he was the first,
he's a top 5 player in the league.
Mm.
Legitimately a top 5 player in the league.
When he was on his own team with no help.
Yeah.
Like, I think Klay Thompson would be like a top 10 player in the league if he was on his own team. Maybe, dependingly. I don't know. I don't have as much faith in him as everyone else does.
I think he'd still be someone's number 1 option. I think
he's a really good two-way player.
I think he'd still be a good number 1 option, but I think he'd still be like Kevin Love. Kevin Love's a real good number 1 option, but best fitted for like a number 2.
Kevin Love was fat too when he came to the NBA. He wasn't like fat, but he was a little chunky.
Really?
Yeah.
Couldn't picture that. I couldn't imagine that.
He's
like
unrecognizable. If you look at him from his rookie year and right now,
No.
it's insane.
Huh.
He's ripped now.
Even from 3-4 years ago, before he came to Cleveland.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I couldn't imagine being chubby and 6'10".
I'll show you a picture of him at some point. It's nuts. All right, thank you guys for listening in. Glad we got Romeo back.
Absolutely glad to be back.
Hopefully he doesn't bail out again, loser.
I'm just trying to make some money.
But yeah, thank you for listening in. Hopefully every Tuesday and Friday, like always. If there's ever a time where we're not going to be able to get one up, it'll probably be out on our Twitter account. I don't remember the Twitter handle, but whatever. I'll put it in the description or something. So thank you guys for listening in, and have a great day.